Officers must remember they are not above the law and can be held accountable for their actions. Today we'll go through an hour of footage showcasing instances when a good police officer stood up to the corrupt one.
Okay. Sheriff, you need to back up out of my face, sir.
You have no authority.
You're not gonna tell me what to do, my.
It's strange to see how often ego comes between the duty of a police officer and even forces them to turn on against their fellows. Today we'll be looking at 3 such instances where a cop turned against their fellow officers. On the 30th of January 2024, a Lexington police officer spotted a vehicle going way beyond the speed limit. He quickly initiated a traffic stop and pulled the guy over. However, as he reached out to him, he was surprised to find out who he was dealing with.
Hello.
Are you sure? Jameson, I'm going to SWAT call out.
Okay, sir. This is Podiola. Could you do an 85 and a 55?
I was going.
Going where?
Call out.
Where we going?
The SWAT call out right over here.
I didn't know we had one.
We have an armed guy barricaded in the house. Used to be a police officer. And
Where at?
right down here on.
Here in Lexington?
Yeah.
We have an armed person we don't know about.
The individual caught speeding was a Cleveland County Sheriff, Chris Amazon, who was hurrying to a SWAT call. Surprisingly, the Lexington Police Department were unaware of this situation. That's when the officer went over to contact the police chief, inquiring about the situation.
All right, I'll call our chief and let him know. 301 next. 301. According to the Cleveland County Sheriff, we have a hostage situation at that location.
Moments later, the Lexington police chief, Ronnie Johnson himself, appeared on the scene as he seemed visibly upset for being kept unaware of the incident. Soon, he was about to let out his anger.
Captain Tom? Captain Hawk?
Yeah.
Where's Commander? Excuse me, sir. What's going on here?
We realized that I'd like to know what's going on in my own city.
We would have notified you, sir.
We would have?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I've been at the I've been down there at the PD all day.
According to the call, it says Lexington was notified, they refused to respond according to our call.
Sit down here, guys.
Okay, I don't know who the said that.
First of all, sir, I know you're the chief. You're not going to talk to me like that. I'm just
I
telling you what the call says.
I don't appreciate all of this going on and nobody notified me a thing about it.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
As the chief vented out his frustration, Deputy Szymanski attempted to interject, which the officers didn't like and went over to confront him.
Sir. I am too. You're not going to talk about chief like that, sir. That's not going to happen.
You can get the out of my face. I don't give a who you are. Okay? This is my county, too.
Back up, man. Back up. No, you don't.
He just said, what
This is going to be good.
according to the call,
You need to stop.
Lexington PD was notified.
Chill out. Back up. Everything's going to be okay. But you need to back up.
I get it that
Notified them.
you're
You can back
Negative.
Deputy Szymanski didn't hold back and had no respect for his compatriots. He then proceeded to do something which escalated the already tense situation.
This right here ain't what
We're not going to be disrespectful.
Okay?
Sheriff, you need to back up out of my face, sir.
You have no authority.
You're not going to tell me what to do, my. You're not going to get in my sheriff's face,
you want to do that?
just like you told me.
Your hands off me, man.
Back up, John.
pull him back.
No, he
He's
just
in the
came up to my
sheriff's
face and
face.
said the same
Go to jail.
Stop.
He's getting ready to go to jail.
Stop.
Both you need to back off. This is our operation. This is our county. Understand?
Oh yeah. Perfectly clear.
Go 10-8.
Perfectly clear. Come on.
Just run that.
I want that lieutenant's name so I can put his hands on me.
Following the altercation, Chief Johnson and the officer decided to depart the scene, leaving the incident to the sheriff's department. Johnson later came on media to assert that this wasn't the first instance the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office kept them out of the loop. The Cleveland County Sheriff's Office also took notice of the sad incident and released a statement where they expressed remorse over the incident and also attempted to provide a context for the actions of their deputy. We can only hope for an honest investigation, but given that the investigation is being held within the department, our expectations for a positive and just outcome are limited. However, this wasn't the first time there was a dispute between police officers and sheriff deputies, as this one inside a jail was even more intense.
Them goddamn supervisors can.
I understand. I get that.
So I can get the out the way.
On July 16th, 2022, several Columbus police officers arrived at the Muskogee County Jail with their detainees, only to find out that they were not welcome inside. A day ago, the jail run by the Sheriff's County Office decided to change the first come first serve policy and instead decided to book deputies prisoners, then state troopers, and then the police officers. The officers, however, without any prior knowledge of this fact, were left stranded outside the building.
Hey, Snipes, they're still denying us. God bless America. They won't let us in.
They won't let y'all in. They won't let me in. Ain't that right?
Nah, you go in there before us, I'm gonna raise hell.
Watch this.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna file a complaint, a legitimate complaint.
That might work good. A mean bun. Go at home. Boom. Out of there.
Central SB1, please.
Lieutenant Ness are about to get a complaint. 100%. That is the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen in my life.
Hey.
What do you think? How my legs so bad?
As a sheriff's deputy arrived on the spot, he straight away cut the line and went inside. The officers, who were already pretty tense, were agitated seeing this behavior, prompting another deputy to come out and explain everything.
Wait a minute.
Oh, don't yell it. Don't start yelling. Hey, come on.
All right, I'm gonna file a complaint.
That's fine. That's fine. Good, how are you? Y'all have directives, I have directives. Sheriff says ain't nobody coming in, only 5 at a time. SO and GSP has priority.
So, SO has priority,
And
even
GSP
though...
and then you guys. I mean, this is beyond my control. I don't have anything, so don't yell at me. All right. As soon as that last one gets cleared, I'm gonna bring in 5.
Hey, yeah, unless another SO unit shows up.
This is not my decision.
Every officer from the Columbus Police Department was extremely upset on this behavior, and they also made sure to let their feelings known.
Because I'm about to have a stroke. This is a failure of justice.
And the jail does not like us, so we have 5 people sitting here outside waiting. It's wonderful. The sheriff is very pissed with us, okay? And he runs the jail, so.
Amidst this, one of the officers parked his car in a manner that blocked the deputy's vehicle, who had cut them off earlier. Now, this behavior was set to trigger the sheriff deputy, who was extremely flustered.
Them goddamn supervisors can.
I understand. I get that.
So I can get the out the way. All right, so I got a call to go to. I can't go to the call because y'all want to play stupid ass childish game.
At this point, tensions were escalating as one of the officers even went ahead to grab his weapon. Deputy Adkins, on the other hand, was still trying to get the vehicle away so he could get out of the jail premises.
I'm gonna go get my stuff because this is getting stupid. I'm not gonna be de-armed outside of the jail.
You need to get somebody to get this goddamn car so I can get out. They want to play games because y'all ain't letting them in, so they don't want to let me out. I hope I don't see you get your ass whooped on the street because I'm gonna drive the by and you can tell your goddamn supervisor and everybody else that's in there. Yeah, that's fine. Do it. I'll see you over the car because I got a goddamn car to go to. And you don't want to move the goddamn car. Huh? Yeah. Don't stop for me. Don't stop for me.
As the Columbus police officers refused to move the car aside, the sheriff's deputies had to contact their chief in an attempt to find a resolution.
I don't know, but I'm probably gonna quit. This is so stupid.
Back it up so we don't have to bring his ass.
Listen, man, I'm only doing what my supervisor told me. I understand. This is ridiculous, and I hate that I'm dealing with this shit. But you're gonna have to talk to the sergeant over there.
No, I'll be talking to the chief. Hey, Chief, I'm sorry. We got a situation over here. We got CPD won't let our guys out, and they're about to go to blows. I'm asking your CPD officer to back up his car, and He's saying that his supervisor told him not to let it.
And again, no one on our side is threatening.
We're having a tit for tat over here. Hold on. Roll down your window.
The situation was starting to get heated up as more and more pressure was being put on the poor officer who had been assigned to block the deputy's car. Meanwhile, additional police calls were coming in, which they kept on ignoring.
We gotta stop playing these games. This is retarded.
Yes.
I know most of us are kind of at a standstill. Do I have anybody on Forest Road reference to 7511?
Hey, Sergeant, we got it.
We're all standing on the wall of the jail.
What car is it? Hey, move your car, bro.
Fantastic.
All right, I'm gonna get who your sergeant is. Hey, he's with the chief. Okay. Sergeant, he's with the chief. Sorry.
What's your name? Got there and started rolling up. They shut it right before I got there.
Give me a second. I hear you.
What is it, Sally Moore? Yes, sir.
Go ahead and back it up. All right.
Just as it seemed the officer might cause the matter to end, the sergeant stormed out, refusing to reconcile with the sheriff's deputies.
Hey, Fairbanks, no. You stay right there, man.
Hey, sorry. Now your sergeant over here telling him not to move. His lock. Chief said he's not moving. We got to get somebody over here. We got to put this. This ain't respectful. Hey, damn, I got locked in. What I got to do with this shit? Like, I don't want to fight. Come on, everybody in.
The situation was heating up, and a supervisor had to calm his deputies down as he moved them in. Maybe the police officers seemed to have overreacted. Well, this female officer clearly had a different perspective on the matter.
I try to get through, and they immediately, halfway open it, shut it on me, and I hear through there's a deputy saying this behind the radio, that female officer's trying to get into the door. Do not let her in that door. Do not let any officer through that door.
From PD?
From the jailer. The jailers are saying that through their radio. So they won't even let us through the door. There's one person inside there, and now they booked the sheriff guys out, and he's like screaming at us to move our vehicles. They won't even let any of our guys in. They won't book any of our guys. They won't even let us in to use the bathroom, nothing. Nothing.
I think this is where...
This is it.
This is as bad as it can get.
Like, we can't principle someone's crime, man.
It appeared that the jail, which came under the jurisdiction of the sheriff's office, might have gone against the police officers, as they were visibly upset by the treatment.
This guy's got a call, but then my sergeant's telling me not to move.
Right. I have this.
And then when I started backing up, he told me to stop again.
What about arrested all of them for not doing their job?
Right. Okay.
This is
crazy.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave the keys in there, dude. I really not wanting to be a part of to get charged with a crime, dude, for a stand, dude. I'm telling you right now, bro.
I'm transferring.
Possession Schedule 2, obstruction, and drug-related objects.
So far, it's all felons. Get in your car before you think outside.
The officers stood and waited outside the jail for hours, but nothing seemed to work in their favor. Dejected by this behavior, they decided to take their prisoners to 6th Avenue.
Let me a damn court date and let me go to court. All CPD prisoners at the jail, just see me out there in between the street, between the building of the SO and the CPD. We'll have our meeting there.
Let's have a seat. Watch your head, okay?
This is sad, man. They doing this shit.
Watch your legs, okay?
And also said he was going to ram the car, so.
Oh, yeah, he said he's going to ram into the car.
So, I mean.
He's going to pass right by us if he ever sees us getting our ass beat on the street.
This is rock bottom.
Eventually, the police officers had to release their prisoners with a court summons, requiring the inmates to return to court later this month. It was indeed a sad incident to view, and what's even more troubling is the fact that during this encounter, a robbery was taking place, and none of the officers even attempted to reach there. Later, however, the sheriff and the Columbus police chief met and set aside their differences. The sheriff also released a statement claiming that their relations are still intact, and both of them have continued to work together to this day. Well, that was a tough night, but what happens when a police officer is caught breaking the law by his superiors?
I can't go right this
You're going now.
Okay, well, what if I don't?
We gonna have a problem.
It all began on January 13th, 2021, when a distressed caller informed the Bossier City Police Department about a police unit being driven erratically. She also claimed that the driver almost hit the mailbox and swerved into the opposite lanes as well. Moments later, 2 supervisors from the police department contacted the driver and went over to talk to him in a grocery store parking lot.
I was a driver. Driving fine, it goes a little bit to the right. Other than that, unless I drop something or whatever, hit the curb or whatever, or in the middle of the line, but I usually go around the car if you like. So you got off? You got off at 6 o'clock today? I did. I got 2 kids. Did you go straight to bed or just good? No, I did. So you've been up since last night? I have.
The driver was found to be the off-duty police officer, Travis Coker. As one of the supervisors went over to search Coker's car, he discovered something suspicious.
Adderall? What is it? The Exotram? Or what Clozapam? Yeah.
They caused business. So you taking a couple of these?
No, not today. No. Not a one. That frame died. I gave that to him.
So you think you're good to go for driving?
Oh, 100%.
Look, ain't nobody trying to look for it.
No, I know. And that's why I had been asleep. I was trying to get everything arranged. Got home, got the kids on the school bus, met Daddy, got all that situated, just trying to pick the house up. He didn't use the prescription. He can't walk. So I'm sitting there waiting for me.
Coker claimed to be completely okay and had not taken any meds that day. That's when the supervisor came back and proposed a simple test to him, but Coker appeared hesitant, signifying that he might be guilty.
It's hard. I can't go there. I got a sick kid at home. I can't. That's why I'm trying to get back to. I'm trying to get Daddy's prescription. Can't even walk. I'll be glad to come up there just a little bit.
But I don't feel safe with you driving like that.
Okay, well, can I get somebody to come get me? I promise you, Lieutenant Cap, I am fine. If I hit something, it was dropping my phone. It ain't the sleep.
Well, listen to me. We're going to have to go this route, what I just told you.
Okay, I'm saying I can't do that right now.
You don't have no other choice. I'm telling you that right now.
Officer Coker wanted to dodge the drug test, and despite the supervisor's multiple requests, he remained intact.
All due respect, when I get off, I have obligations to things. That's why I couldn't go tonight to the room there. But I'm making it work. But I have to get back on it to get me.
We're not going to have this discussion. You're going to WK. You're going down.
Cap, I can't go right this
You're going down.
Okay, well, what if I don't?
We're going to have a problem.
What's the problem?
You probably administrative leave.
For what? Because I can't go right this second because I'm on my off time?
Listen to me. You're operating.
I wasn't even driving.
Coker.
Captain, I love you to death. I mean,
but you put me in a bad spot.
Captain, I'm in the only spot I can be in, man. I'm trying to take care of my family.
You're going to have to go with him, okay?
I can't go there right now, Captain.
Coker insisted that he wasn't ready for the test at that moment. However, he assured them that he'd return to the department after he paid a visit back home. But the officers weren't too pleased with his behavior.
If you was in your POV, and listen, I would be. Listen in the shop. If you was in your POV, we wouldn't be out here right now. I know that. But you in the city vehicle. Right. And it's her word against. She don't. Did she got some videotape? Listen to me.
This is not court. I mean? This is an administrative deal.
I know that, but I'm just saying. Anybody's out there, the police. Like I said, if I drop my phone and run over the line, I'm not doubting that. Yes, sir. But I have to get to. Give me 35 minutes. I'll come back and do whatever
Can't
you
do
want
that.
me to do.
Can't do that.
Okay, well, can I get somebody to come get me?
No, you gotta
come with us. If you,
How-
if
I
listen,
cannot
listen,
come with
listen. If you refuse, you're not gonna have no choice but to put you on administrative.
Hey, what does that mean?
That means that we have to take your gun, take your badge, and then we gotta go to the chief's office.
The supervisors even threatened to have him placed on leave if he failed to comply with them. Despite this threat, Coker remained adamant about returning home.
Are you gonna take the test, or you're not gonna take the test?
I will take the test today. I just can't take it right this second.
So here's the deal, to make it perfectly clear, what he's explaining to you
Yes, sir, and I'm
is
on y'all's
that
team.
he and the captain are giving you an order, being in patrol administration, okay? You're under their
Yes,
command, that
I
you
know
have
that.
to submit
I love them both
to
death.
reasonable suspicion testing.
There is
for
what
the
is the
department.
reasonable suspicion?
Listen, it's not for
But,
debate. Listen to
I'm just saying, explain to me the
Coker,
reasonable suspicion.
you're arguing. Look,
I'm asking.
okay,
Sergeant,
they,
don't worry about it. He's been policing long enough. It's not a detective. If you don't understand what we're saying right now, you're not gonna never understand what we're saying. Okay, so we just think about it. I'm just asking.
One of the supervisors reached a breaking point as he was surprised to see the level of ignorance being shown by an officer.
I'm on the phone with one of the deputy chiefs. He said, you gotta go for reasonable suspicion that something, you gotta go.
I can't go right this second. Can you give me 30 minutes?
And we're gonna make sure whatever your family needs are, we will make sure those family needs are taken care of.
I have to take care of it. I have it. My mother died 2 weeks ago. I have a daddy that I didn't ask for this. Captain, I'm not trying to make your job hard. None of y'all's job hard. Y'all know me.
You're doing a good job making it hard, bro.
I mean, I'm not. I ain't making mine hard because I got nothing said I had to go home and go to sleep. Am I gonna go to sleep? Yeah. But I had to think. That's the night thing. I told you. I'm juggling it the best I can. The very best I can. I go to work every day. I'm there at 10 o'clock.
Are you gonna submit to the testing or not?
I will go to any test y'all want me to go to. Just give me just a little bit of time.
Can't do that.
I will drive a POV back there.
At this point, it was adamantly clear that Mr. Coker was just being dishonest as he was creating stuff, something which he continued to do so in the next few minutes.
Yeah, we are.
And you say you got family that you
I
can
do.
take
I
care
got
of.
fan. I'm
I
on my
got you.
off day.
Yeah, I understand that. You in our car.
But I am in your car,
Right.
which I was not driving when y'all pulled up. But it's somebody that don't like the police, Captain. Is there something wrong with the car?
it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't. This is not a DWI.
Right, I know it's not. I ain't drinking drive.
You know you're not getting back in the car to drive.
That's fine. I'm gonna get my stuff out of it.
When?
Right now. It's my stuff. I can believe I can get it. It's my personal stuff.
Taking a chance of being terminated. I'm not saying that's gonna happen.
But over what, Captain?
Because right now, the way you're acting, we're trying to do our job. We're trying to do something. You are being respectful.
I'm being as respectful as I can be.
Are you going, yes or no?
Captain, I have an obligation at home. I'm off. I'm not going right now.
It's a yes or no answer.
I'm not going right now.
Okay.
Can I get my personal stuff out of my car? I guarantee you we can look around and everybody's broke policy.
Okay.
They got body cameras on? No. That's against policy.
Seeing the situation deteriorate and the supervisors not granting him any leverage, Mr. Coker started to get confrontational and even rude at times.
Listen, you don't understand, Coker. I got the keys to the car.
I need that money.
Yeah, you get. Yeah,
Captain,
we're
can I
gonna
get my money?
We're gonna get you the money. Nobody trying to keep your money from you.
Nobody gonna keep your money.
Well, why can't I get it now?
Step to the front of the car.
You can get it from
Hey, stand in front of us.
Good, how are you?
Oh, now I'm in trouble now?
No.
What I need to stand in front of the damn vehicle?
Because I said so, that's why.
So, well, who are you to say so? You ain't no rank to me today.
At this point, I don't trust you, man.
I don't care if you trust me or
I
not.
don't want you near me.
That's fine. I don't want you near me. How about that? I'm not under arrest. Can you grab my bucket of dip sitting out there on the seat?
There's no possible explanation as to why would Coker be so against the test, apart from the fact that he knew he was under the influence of a substance.
Y'all treat me like shit. Ain't mad at none of y'all.
We gotta treat you like anything, Coker. We had a complaint. We gotta see through it. But you're hindering us from doing what we gotta do.
Y'all really think that I'm gonna do? Come on, man. I've got none of my prescriptions out of the car that I have to take daily.
I've told you. They've given you a direct order.
A direct
You have to go submit to chemical testing.
Why? Under what grounds?
They don't have to have grounds.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Did I get pulled for a random?
It doesn't matter. Then take it up with your attorney and civil service. I suggest you do.
What it said. I've already read it. I know what it is.
However, the officers did settle with Mr. Coker as he was allowed to call someone to pick him up and eventually leave the area. Despite this, the heated altercation between the officers showed no signs of stopping.
It don't have to get escalated because the thing is you're OJ. Okay? And you might have some car, but you don't have one. Okay? And then I'm just going to cut and drive. Okay? I stand where I want to. I think I'm good. Okay, go ahead and tell me.
Don't get too close.
Then back up on me.
I'm right here.
Okay?
I'm not you to stand right there.
Okay,
don't stand right there. I'm just saying, I don't want this thing to escalate.
How's it going to escalate? You tell me.
I don't want you to get too close to it. That's what I got.
You tell me how it's going to escalate. I'm hoping it don't escalate. But what would it escalate into?
I don't know. I'm just telling you.
I'll let her know that it's going to escalate because I'm standing on the curb.
I don't want it to escalate.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Officer Coker put his entire career in jeopardy, but refused to go with the officers and give a simple test. It's strange how a law enforcement officer would disregard his job like this.
Best fucking police y'all got in this fucking city. I understand.
Do you realize one thing? If you would just stop in 1 second, just to think, this whole time, while we sitting up here going through everything that we've gone through, you not want to go.
It's not wanting to go. Captain, I go to space with you. You want me to? You know that. That I have no hard feelings towards anybody. I don't know what was said that I swerved. If I dropped my phone and swerved over to the side, I'm sorry. I'm forgiving that. I really am. I don't want any. I worked with every one of you. Especially you. And I don't want any.
And I have no issue with you.
Right.
I don't, but I have.
You doing your job? I know.
I have a job to do, and everything and all the sequence of events that have taken place today. Lord knows I hate it.
Moving on, this officer made sure to stand with the truth, even if it meant going against his own chief.
Yeah, then get rid of it. Okay. That's ridiculous. Okay. Sergeant for that.
Okay, Chief. Police officers often make such a blunder that they have to be immediately corrected by their superiors. Today, we'll be looking at 3 such instances where corrupt cops were put back in their place by their bosses. Interestingly, in the first case, the roles seemed to reverse. On October 9th, 2023, a drunk driver crashed into several parked cars on Main Street, Bradley Beach. As several police officers made their way out to inspect the DWI in question, they were surprised to see the police chief arriving in civil clothes.
Thanks. The RMA?
I am not the police, okay? I came here with the ambulance. I want to make sure you're okay.
I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know. I'm asking you if he's RMA or not.
Oh, yeah, no.
What?
Yeah, I get that. I'm not saying you aren't. I just want to make sure your head is okay. Has no other injuries that we need to be aware of.
Chief Leonard Guida, who had arrived uninvited, pulled over one of the sergeants working over the case and initiated a bizarre argument.
I can't get any.
Can you tell me your first name at least?
Why do you get a jacket on that's not fit to be worn? What's on the back of it?
What do you mean?
Look at it, tell me what's on the back of it.
Oh, they washed off.
Yeah, then get rid of it.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
You're a sergeant for God's sake.
Okay, Chief. Let me work this DWI, okay?
The chief embarrassed the poor sergeant in front of all the cops just on a matter of his jacket. However, the chief had no idea who he was up against, as he was about to learn it the hard way.
Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Over here.
Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Get over here.
I'm on a DWI. Chief, I'm working. I don't have time to argue about a jacket, okay? Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Don't you fucking touch me. You have a problem? You grab me. Now get out of here before you get a problem.
Seeing the heated situation, a couple of officers also joined in as they tried to hold down the ignorant chief. The sergeant, however, was still not done with it, as he made sure to let his feelings known.
No, you're gonna go in. Drunk again. Whose keys are these?
They're mine.
Get out of here.
No.
Chief, get out of here or you're gonna get locked up.
No.
Chief, you're gonna get locked up. You grabbed me. I asked you 3 times to leave me alone. You're obstructing my DWI.
Billy, come over here.
Let him go.
Chief Leonard was still persistent in making matters worse for the sergeant as he pulled him over once again. This time, the conversation was even more hilarious.
I know.
We do.
All right, you're gonna have to go inside.
No, how about we do
No,
this?
no.
But we go
Billy,
inside.
Billy, you're gonna have to go inside right now with me. You're gonna have to go inside and
We're
there's
in a
gonna
serious collision.
Billy, you're not doing anything when I'm on the scene, okay? You should know better than this, my friend.
No.
Listen to me.
Grab me.
No, I said
You're out
come
of
over
line.
here.
You're out of line. You grab me. It's on video.
Billy,
It's on video. I'm not
Billy,
gonna argue with it. I have a
okay,
crash
Billy,
to work.
Billy,
I have a job
Billy,
to do.
You're
okay?
relieved. Billy, you're relieved.
Okay.
You're relieved.
I'll go.
No. Billy, you have to understand something. You're relieved. Billy, you're relieved. Go home in the headquarters and wait for me.
The chief had no regard for the sergeant and the case he was dealing with as he kept on issuing confusing and unlawful commands. Sergeant William kept on explaining that he had a crash to work on and remained clear of his duties. However, the chief had too much to drink that night and shamelessly ridiculed the law as he passed on his judgment in the middle of the case.
Yeah, so my crash.
No, Billy, you're relieved.
I have
Billy.
officers here.
Billy.
Right here. They could get waffle because my car is
Billy.
blocking it.
Billy, you're relieved.
No, Chief.
No, Billy. Please, Billy, don't. You're suspended, Billy.
I'm suspended?
Yes.
Okay. I'm suspended. I'm going home.
Yes. Billy, come here.
I'm going home.
You're going-
we
no,
can't
you-
talk.
no.
I'm suspended.
No.
No, I'm suspended. I'm
You're
going
to headquarters
home.
and you're going to wait for me there.
No, I'm not. I'm suspended. I'm going home.
You're going to headquarters and wait for me there.
Let me work my crash.
No,
This is why I'm
no,
here.
Billy, you're suspended.
All right, if I'm suspended, then I'm not going to wait inside. Nothing more to say.
No, Billy, you have to. Let me Billy, you're suspended.
The sergeant was visibly infuriated by this treatment, but remained committed to fulfilling his duties as he prepared to depart the scene.
Wait for me in there. That's an order.
Can you do me a favor? Can you put your car where my car is so our officers and first aid don't get run over, please? Thank you.
Billy's suspended.
The corrupt chief then got towards another police officer, attempting to justify his actions, trying to make amends for what he had done.
See what happened there?
Yes, Chief.
What happened?
There's some type of exchange between you and Sergeant Major.
Well, we're going to talk about that later. Everybody's got that. Billy's suspended. You already got this. What do you got here? What do you have?
We're trying to figure that out, Chief.
However, the chief was still not done with Sergeant William as he approached him for one last time. This time, the conversation took a more personal turn.
Come on, Billy.
I'm in there.
Yes, you're going to meet me in there. Go and put the door in right now.
There's nowhere to put her. She's going to ruin things.
Okay, we'll leave her in there, Billy. Go in.
I'm going. I got people on the road. I want to make sure they're safe. I want to run you over, so watch out.
No. Come on. Go ahead. You know I love you. Come on.
I know. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Stop. Billy.
Why would you do that to me?
Stop. Billy. Stop.
The chief said that he loved him, and the conversation between them indicated a personal connection between them. However, this raises an alarming question. Why would he treat someone he knows both personally and professionally in such a manner?
You got enough problems already. Please.
All right.
Following the incident, the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office took notice and initiated an investigation. Chief Leonard Guida was immediately placed on administrative leave. However, he continued to draw his pay, which was reported to be $202,500 annually. A few days later, Chief Guida announced his retirement, which occurred 6 months earlier than previously announced. On the other hand, Sergeant William Major was allowed to resume his job without any suspension or problem. The chief certainly got what he deserved, but this next officer was immediately punished at his job. The person you just saw was an Albuquerque police officer, Jeffrey Wharton. Wharton did a horrific thing as he beat his girlfriend so badly that she got several gashes on her head and face. She was injured so badly that she had to be taken to a hospital where it was discovered that she also had a brain bleed. However, the next morning, Wharton shamelessly came back to work at the Rio Rancho Police Department. However, he had no idea that the officers were already waiting for him with a felony arrest warrant.
Stand by. Stand by. Gas in the road. You can be removing your gun belt. Okay.
Just the two?
Yes, no, maybe. We'll just take hold. Okay. I'll say. Do you have any other weapons on you? No, that's it. No backpack.
Wharton came in fully prepared in full uniform. However, he had no idea that everything was about to be taken off. The most fitting response was that it was a female officer who proceeded with this.
We have a warrant for you. Do you have any other matters or anything? No.
Before you guys take him out of here.
Pen. There's only one thing. Okay. Mr. Ward? Yep. The shirt can come off. Okay.
The officers made sure to take off his belt and his radios. However, he still had the police shirt on, and they used another humiliating tactic to take that off.
Here, come right here.
Attention. There we go. Take that. And we'll just go ahead and cut this off.
The officers then proceeded to search Wharton as he stood there helplessly.
What's on the side? Is this to your department unit?
Yep.
Is this to your backup to your unit?
Mm-hmm.
And this?
To my unit, yeah. I have my Mustang keys in my unit, actually, in my personal vehicle. Your personal vehicle. But both of those keys are to personal, my house.
Personal house stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And this is?
The domestic violence incident was even reported in the Ring doorbell system, and it was disturbing to watch. Moments later, another officer appeared in front of Wharton, who explained to him the charges he was going to prison for.
Hi Jeffrey, I'm Detective Hatch. I'm here with this comment. I'm just going to give you a little bit of an explanation as to why we're here. Okay, so right now we do have a warrant for your arrest. It's for aggravated battery against a household member. 2 counts of that, kidnapping and interference with communication. Okay, so those are the charges that are pending right now. I do want to give you the opportunity to talk to us and tell us your side of the story. Do you want to take that opportunity?
Not after hearing that.
Okay. All right, then we'll get you down to SCAC.
Shortly after, the disgraced officer was taken to the police cruiser when he was taken to the Sandoval County Detention Center. Officer Wharton sat in the detention center with his head in his hands, looking absolutely dejected. However, safe to say that he deserved every punishment headed his way. He was eventually booked into the prison on charges of kidnapping, aggravated battery of a household member, tampering with evidence, and a few other ones. Shortly after this arrest, Wharton resigned from the Albuquerque Police Department. During the trial, Wharton pleaded guilty to aggravated battery, and he was eventually sentenced to 3 years of probation. At this point, Wharton had served 6 months in jail, and he was then eventually released. It's reassuring to see officers getting held accountable for their actions. And that's what happened to this young police officer.
What you doing to drink?
I had a beer.
Just one? All night?
Yes, sir.
Around 1:30 on December 3rd, 2023, a New Mexico State police officer pulled over a driver who was going 90 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone. The officer then moved over to start his investigation.
How's it going? Not too bad. Los Lujan, New Mexico State Police. You understand the reason I'm stopping you? Way too fast. What's up with the speed? Got you. Driver's license? Just your driver's license. Cool. Step on another vehicle for me, please. Any weapons? Cool. Step on out.
As the officer requested the driver's identification, he handed over his military ID to him. It was later discovered that the driver was another New Mexico State police officer, Edgar Madrid, who had recently joined the force.
About 85, sir.
90? 65, what's the rush?
Just trying to get us off.
Okay. Why are you walking away from me?
Oh, no reason, sir.
Okay. How much have you had to drink?
I had a beer.
Just one? All night?
Yes, sir.
You lying to me?
No, sir.
Cool. Hands right to the side. Step forward. Any head injuries?
Yes, sir.
Any contacts?
No, sir.
Okay, put your feet
Well,
together.
I have my contacts, actually.
Soft or hard?
Soft.
Go take a step forward for me, please.
The officer straight away noticed Madrid's watery eyes, and he even smelled of alcohol. Therefore, he waited no more before conducting a series of field sobriety tests, starting off with this one. Madrid didn't seem to follow the officer's finger accurately, suggesting that he may be well over the limit. Therefore, the officer quickly asked him to do the second walk and turn test.
Edgar, hands out of your pocket for me, please. I'm gonna have you put your left foot on that imaginary line. Take your right foot, place it directly in front of your left foot, touching heel to toe. Stop right there. Hands directly at your side. I will need you to remain in that position there, so I'm going to give you all the instructions. You will not start the test till I tell you to do so. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. Face me. Put your feet together just like mine. Mr. Madrid, I'm going to have you remain in that position there. You will not start the test till I tell you to do so. Do you understand?
Yes.
And Madrid seemed to have done pretty well in the walk test. However, the investigating officer was still not pretty sure about this, and he proceeded with another one.
I tell you to stop. Do you have any questions? No questions at all? Go and begin, sir.
2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2025, 2026, 2027.
Go and stop.
The officer went over to Madrid for one last time, urging him to tell the truth about how much he had to drink. Surprisingly, this time, Madrid had a different answer.
Mr. Madrid, it's been more than one drink, wasn't it?
Sir.
How much have you really had to drink?
Had 2 Coors Light and Dirty Bourbon, sir.
2 dirty 2? Yeah. You shouldn't be driving. You know that.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And this is gonna hurt. It really is. But you know all the fields, right?
Yes, sir.
It's sad. It really is. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Leave them there. Madrid. 1:40 a.m. You are being arrested for DWI.
Officer felt a sense of disappointment, but he knew that he had to make the arrest, especially since Madrid himself admitted to having drunk way over the limit. Therefore, the officer proceeded to search him.
Go spread your feet. You are under arrest for driving under the influence of intoxicating liquor and or drugs. The New Mexico Implied Consent Act requires you to submit to a breath test to determine the alcohol content of your blood.
The officer then asked Madrid for a breath test to further confirm the DUI suspicion. However, the officer's response to this request was rather unusual.
Do you agree to take our test? Yes or no?
No, sir.
I will continue. I cannot force you to take our test, but if you refuse, you will lose your New Mexico driver's license or non-resident operating privilege for 1 year. If you are convicted in court of driving while under the influence, you may also receive a greater sentence because you refuse to be tested. Do you understand? Do you now agree to be tested? We'll consider your actions and refuse to be tested this time. Mr. Madrid, open your mouth hole, please. Stick your tongue out. Lift it up to the sky. Do you have anything in your mouth you eat, drink, smoke?
The officer finally proceeded to arrest him and make him sit in the back of the police cruiser before taking him to the police station.
See? Watch out. Just make note at 0140 hours, so the driver 1015, 10.7.
Next, here's a moment when an auditor made sure a junior officer was held accountable by his superior.
He said you were filming walking around cars, so let's go remove him from the situation, right?
Today we're exploring some of the most unbelievable moments in which corrupt cops were called out and owned by their colleagues. Stick around because these cases only get more jaw-dropping as we go. On January 13th, 2022, First Amendment auditor on YouTube known as Free Press NC decided to audit the Burlington Police Department. Things escalated quickly as he was merely in the parking lot when officers decided to approach him.
Generally speaking, they seem to be good tires. Hi.
What are you doing?
Just checking out my employees. What's up? What's your name, badge number?
Delgado.
Delgado, you have a badge number?
I don't.
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm not gonna give that.
So what are you doing?
Just checking on the Burlington employees and seeing if you guys are doing a great job.
About
You're keeping, yeah.
through the cars?
Yeah, I want to make sure you're keeping the officers safe with like good tires and you're not leaving out passwords to NCIC.
The auditor made it very clear from the beginning that he wouldn't be intimidated, and that is when another officer came storming out and escalated the confrontation.
You said I need to?
Yes, sir. You're actually trespassing unless you actually have something.
You want me to or I need to? It's hard.
Do you have any business back here? This is only police personnel only.
Yeah, you said I need to, so I was asking, do you want me to come talk to her or did I have to? Am I being detained?
Yes, sir. At this point, yes, sir.
Okay, for suspicion of what crime?
Okay, you're walking around taking pictures of police cars and so forth. You don't have any business here.
Is that illegal? Is that illegal?
It's only supposed to be police back here.
Well, the officer was certainly in the wrong, as it was a public parking lot and the vehicles might be only for the police, but he could very well stay there and record.
And your name, badge number?
I don't have a badge number. Sergeant Marsh.
Sergeant Marsh, okay. So you said I'm detained, and I said suspicion of what crime?
What are you doing back here?
Suspicion of what crime? What's your RAS?
You need to leave, sir.
What crime have I committed?
You need to leave.
If you'd like to stand on the sidewalk and
He told me I have to come here and I'm detained,
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You said we need you to come here and you said I'm
I need to talk to
detained.
you. So I need to talk to you. If you want to go over there, take on the sidewalk, take pictures, you're more than welcome, but you can't be back here.
So the sign that says public entrance is not a public entrance?
If you have business here.
Yeah.
Do you have business here?
Am I required to answer that question?
Okay, sir. At this point, you're being asked if you want to go over and take pictures.
I know I'm being asked because you don't want to infringe on my rights, which is why you've not ordered me to, but you still have me detained. Are you going to undetain me or am I still detained?
Not detained.
Okay.
You're more than free, but you need to be on side.
I can do what I want. Thanks. It's a public.
Sir, you can go on the sidewalk and take pictures. You have to stay on the sidewalk.
Where's the sign that says it's authorized personnel only? There's actually a sign in here that says public parking right here.
The level of intimidation on show here was crazy. The officer was being a complete idiot, and none of them had any clue that the auditor was doing nothing wrong.
Detained in a public parking lot with no signs, that's bullcrap. Back off.
Well, sir, you need to understand.
I don't need to do crap. You detained me for nothing.
Sir, you need to leave the parking lot.
Give me your supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
Give me your supervisor, the LT. This is bullcrap.
I don't want to do it.
Notice I'm not talking to either of you guys this way. I'm not talking to either of you guys this way. I'm talking to him this way.
I understand.
You have no signs that say no trespassing, and it freaking says public entrance. You cannot detain me for videotaping.
But
why were you all in that car?
I wasn't in a car. If you find evidence of me being in a car, then bring me in and Raz and detain me and we'll talk.
And that's why we started speaking with you because of that. Because
You can't detain me to figure out if I committed a crime. You're a freaking sergeant.
Yes, sir. We can.
No, you cannot.
The auditor was right to request a supervisor. When officers fail to provide reasonable articulable suspicion for their actions, it often highlights a lack of legal justification for their behavior. This move ensured accountability and put the officer in a position to explain his baseless escalation.
What was the RAS? Reasonable articulable
You're
suspicion.
looking at vehicles possibly breaking into a vehicle.
Did you suspect me of breaking into a vehicle?
I did.
Yes.
I asked him what he suspected me of, and he said filming.
So I seen you, and I called my sergeant.
And that's
See,
why I got
but that's what you need to articulate. You didn't do that until now. He was telling me that I was suspicious because I was filming around vehicles, but he doesn't get to detain me because I'm filming. I don't care how suspicious it looks. You will not get my name. I am not trespassing, and I will not leave.
It turns out that the two junior police officers were relatively calm and knew deep down that their sergeant was in the wrong. However, they chose not to confront him and waited for the supervisor.
It says this is a trespassed area, authorized personnel only. You got gates up. Of course I can't come in.
Well, usually
He's making up laws.
like I was saying, usually it is. We only allow police cars and people back here, but due to the front lobby, people do come, public citizens.
Right.
They do come back.
Which is why I'm here.
Yeah, I understand.
Try to be as reserved as I can.
That you were looking all in the car.
Okay. You told me that you have RAS that I was breaking and entering or potentially committing a crime. Therefore, I'm not answering any of your questions. Am I being detained by you? Probably a court's not going to care about a 5-minute detention, which is why there probably won't be anything from this unless you keep escalating.
I'm not escalating anything.
You did.
Here's our lieutenant.
Finally, the supervisor arrived, who happened to be a lieutenant, and didn't take long for completely owning the corrupt sergeant.
What's going on, man?
Howdy.
How are you?
I was doing pretty good. Till I met the sergeant. These two folks are incredibly professional.
Good enough.
He hasn't escalated a single thing. She said she had razzed me breaking into a freaking car. She was very polite at first. Once he escalated, she jumped on the bandwagon. But generally, they've been good.
Okay.
He is a train wreck. How you just treated me was a train wreck. I should say that. I don't know you, Sergeant Marsh, so I shouldn't have said that. I apologize. All right?
Basically, I was told by Officer Delgado that he was actually looking at vehicles possibly breaking into cars. That's why he's here.
He didn't tell me that. He didn't say that's his RAS. I said, you got RAS, detain me.
The lieutenant calmly listened to everything he had to say and ultimately de-escalated the situation by delivering justice.
He said, you were filming, walking around cars, so...
Let's go ahead and remove him from the situation,
Okay,
right?
all right.
Okay, so moving forward, how can we do something for you here? You can
Allow me to
film
go
all
by
you
the
want in the
visit.
back lot.
Thank
know
you.
what I mean? If you need paperwork, tell me what you need. We'll
All
try
right.
to get it for you. They're going to close pretty soon.
Understood, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm good to go. I'm just here to quietly exercise my rights and not be impeded.
Okay.
And not be detained. We good?
More power to you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
Yes, sir.
Peace. Keep it up, bro.
Lieutenant Beckmer did a great job and ensured that there was no violation of rights whatsoever. He firmly shut down the bad cop, showing exactly what you expect from good policing. Now, while this humiliation was brilliant, you just won't believe how this next hockey cop was silent.
You see this sign? It says
freedom of speech.
You want to know why?
On July 28, 2016, outside Commerce, Colorado, a couple of protesters were carrying some signs and exercising their First Amendment rights when Officer Christopher Dickey approached them and started intimidating them.
I didn't get the memo on it. No. I thought I would have gotten like a calendar invite or something.
Well, it's every day.
Would you mind just lowering that for me?
No.
Would you mind lowering it for me? I don't want it used as a weapon against me, okay?
I'm not going to use it as a weapon.
Would you please lower it down for me?
You would do well to stay clear of me.
Okay. Gentlemen, we need to talk for a minute, okay? Here's the thing. Yes, you are.
Which crime specifically?
Trespassing.
Trespassing.
You have been asked to leave the property, okay? Right now you are trespassing. Perfectly. Awesome. I totally appreciate that.
This is public property.
Actually, this is private property that you're on right now. It is.
Who owns it?
The Adams County government.
The Adams County government.
Seeing the officer's tactics, the protesters became enraged. One of them erupted, trying to confront the officer and make him aware of his wrongdoing.
No, he's not a person, it's the public! What the f*** is wrong with you people?
Sir?
No justice, no peace, no police!
Keep an eye out all the way around, please. You've been asked to leave the property.
Yeah.
You are now committing trespassing, okay? That's all we're asking you to do, is to leave the property.
I need your card.
I will give you my information when we're done.
No, you're
okay.
giving it to me now.
No, I will give it to you when we're done.
Before you take any
It's
action.
it's Officer Dickey, right here. Badge number 2905. Okay.
So, Mr. Dickey, why are you removing
It's Officer
me from
Dickey.
public prop? No, it's Mr. Dickey.
I'm removing you from private property because you were asked to leave this property. Yes.
Do you see any posted signs? No, this is a building open to the public.
In a bizarre turn of events, Officer Dickey's ego couldn't handle the situation, and he decided to arrest the protesters. Little did he know something unexpected was coming his way.
Get to the unlawful seizure! No justice, no peace!
Gentlemen, I need your ID, please, so I could write you a summons.
You will be willing to write me a summons?
Yes.
Outstanding.
I need your ID also, please, sir.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay, I'm going to place you under arrest then.
You are not placing me under arrest.
Come here.
You have no right to ask for any.
Protesters started to run away as they declined to give their IDs. That is when the officer did the unthinkable.
Come here. All right. Taser. Got it. Go. He is under arrest. He's
The corrupt officer deployed his taser twice, hitting the unarmed protester who was peacefully protesting. However, things quickly took a turn for Officer Dickey when he was intercepted by a senior, more experienced officer.
What? For trespassing and for disorderly conduct.
Property dipshit!
Not disorderly. When he's in front of the business, yelling at everybody.
That's not public property. It says fuck. You want to know why? Because cops like you.
And he refused to give me his ID, which he's required to do.
For what?
So I could issue him a citation for trespassing.
It's not trespassing.
They kicked him out of the property.
Dickey learned a harsh lesson that day and turned off his body cam to avoid further humiliation. The senior officer handled the situation expertly, putting the rogue cop in his place. Later, Joshua Condiotti, the man who was tased twice, filed a civil rights lawsuit against the city. In December of 2018, the city settled the suit, awarding him $175,000. Moving on, here is another instance when a sergeant went on to humble these ignorant cops.
So yeah, it sounds like things kind of went downhill. They're just not used to somebody coming in.
Yes, sir.
And you know, filming and I wasn't here.
First Amendment auditor decided to conduct an audit of the Iowa Department of Transportation, but as soon as he entered the building, he faced some resistance from the cocky workers.
I'm going to ask if I can't help you, if there's nothing that you need, can you, we're going to have to ask you to leave.
This is public. You can't ask me to leave. I have business here.
I just asked if you did.
I don't have business with you.
I can help you take care of whatever you
You
need.
can't help me with my business.
So, I guess what's your business here?
This is my business here.
Going around taking pictures.
I'm simply taking pictures and video. What's the problem?
Because people have asked you not to do this.
They can ask all they want. I don't have to do it because they ask. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not breaking any laws.
The auditor was within his rights and had no reason to stop filming. However, the employees called 911, leading to an encounter with the police.
Why?
Because they're asking you to leave. You don't have an appointment here.
It doesn't matter. This is public. I don't need an appointment here to be here. I have business here.
What is your business here?
I'm gathering content for a news story. I'm an independent journalist.
Will you come talk to me for a second?
I can talk to you right here.
All right. You have your ID on you?
I'm not going to ID. I haven't done anything illegal.
They're asking you to leave.
Do you have reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed? If not, then 10-8, man.
Are you not trespassing?
No, you can't trespass on public property. And you can't trespass me from this property unless I've committed a crime. Isn't that correct?
No.
That is correct.
No.
That is correct. You cannot trespass me from public property.
The rookie cop did not grasp the situation and only worsened things, exposing his lack of awareness.
Private building be public property.
How is the Iowa DOT a private building? This is open to the public.
Are you allowed in here at any given time?
Yes, it's open to the public. Did you not hear what I just said?
But the sign out here just says it's...
That's a policy, and you're law enforcement, not policy enforcement.
Okay. So your issue is that you can just sit in here all day, record everybody.
No, everybody else has an issue with that. I didn't speak to anyone. I came in, was going around collecting my pictures and video as I do. I got threatened with violence, okay? I got asked to leave several times. No, I don't want to make a police report because then I would have to identify myself to you. No, I'm not upset with anybody. I'm not upset with anybody. I'm simply discussing this with you. You approached me. I didn't call you.
One uninformed officer couldn't handle the situation alone, so a sergeant arrived quickly. However, he turned out to be even more clueless, showing a complete lack of understanding of the law.
Numbers 517.
Numbers 517. Name and badge number, please.
Yeah, Newman 5051.
Newman 5051.
You need to go.
This is public property. I'm not doing anything illegal. They did ask me to leave, but I politely declined.
Well, then you politely go to jail.
Well, no, this is public property. This is public property. I have business here. I am a journalist. I am gathering content for a story. This is a public building. I'm doing a story on the Iowa DOT and how people are treated when they go in there. Because I got reports that people got treated bad in here. So I'm in here checking that out. And you know what? So far, it's holding to be true.
So have you found someone that's willing to be interviewed by you?
I don't need anybody to be interviewed. Like I said, I'm an independent journalist.
So you're doing a story, but you're not interested in anybody's actual story.
Well, right now, I feel like you might be, part of my story.
One might wonder why these cops are so afraid of being caught on camera. Seeing their meltdown in front of an informed citizen was staggering, and it was about to get worse.
I'm here exercising a constitutionally protected activity. I'm gathering content for a story. I'm on public property. You guys might want to call a supervisor because I don't want you to make a big mistake.
Didn't even ask nobody if it's
Yeah, I don't want you to make one. That's what I'm saying. And this is a public building because I pay for this building.
But they have the right to run the business how they want.
I have a right to be here no matter how they feel about it.
Oh, well, that's not really true, actually.
It is.
My supervisor will tell you that.
Well, no, if I commit a crime on the public property, then you can remove me. You can't remove me from public property unless I've committed a... What is your reasonable, articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime?
No, there's no crime that has to be had.
Okay, so how...
So they can run the business how they want to.
No, he said trespass.
It is both hilarious and sad to see just how little these cops know about the law. It seems like they have no clue about the First Amendment and are only interested in made-up policies.
You think that's okay? You think it's okay to you think it's okay to jail and trespass a journalist and stop them from gathering content for a story? This is a public building. Like I said, let's wait outside for the supervisor, right? Yeah, come on. Oh, no. See, this guy was ready to fight me till y'all showed up. Now he's all smiles.
Yeah, thank you. You're causing a scene, man.
I'm not.
There's a good way to go about things.
I'm not. I did not engage in conversation with anyone. They engaged me. All I did was walk around quiet until they addressed me. Then I turned to talk to them, and then.
Yeah.
So the person that was causing the disturbance.
The employees acted as if they owned the place, and to add the cherry on top, these corrupt officials made no attempts to educate them.
Well, when you're dealing with the law, things do get very technical.
So we have a computer system where we actually trespass people, which you're going to be on part of this here really soon.
Okay.
As far as you can't come back here because they're going to want you trespass for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a log that we keep.
Yeah.
And the business owners, at their at their discretion.
Who owns this? What business?
The DOT.
Yeah, it's not a business. It's a government facility, man.
Well, whatever. It's a government
facility. It's a public building. You can't trespass me from the Department of Transportation. I might need another license one day.
Me, can you trespass me from your business?
It's almost embarrassing to see the lack of knowledge these law enforcement officers have. They don't even know the difference between a public and a private building, and that's pretty concerning.
Receive some public funding, but they have private funding. They didn't order me to leave.
They just order you to leave, or asking or ordering.
So you're saying you'll leave if they just order you to leave?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I would leave because they ordered me to leave, and then I would call the police to report them for ordering me off of public property with no authority.
But you would leave it?
If they ordered me to leave, I would have left, and then I would have called you, and I would have reported them for ordering me off of public property.
Finally, the supervisor arrived and, as expected, knocked some sense into the employees and the corrupt officers who were trying to trespass the auditor from the building.
Hi. Thank you, sir. Do you have a badge number?
Yeah, 4913.
I'm not going to identify myself.
No, that's no problem.
I'll tell you what. My name is Will. I'm a journalist. I'm gathering content for a story. This is a public building. I was photographing the walls and the monitors and the posters and stuff in there. So there one person got super angry and was threatening to assault me. This other lady came and tried to body check me. Everybody's cussing me out. I didn't address anyone. I waited to be addressed.
Do you have any plans as far as the rest of the property or
building? I actually have a meeting that I have to get to, so probably not.
Cool. Can you hang here for a minute so I can talk to whoever staff is?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, it sounds like things kind of went downhill. They're just not used to somebody coming in.
Yes, sir.
And filming and I wasn't here, so I assume you didn't go right up to the patrons and up to them.
No, absolutely not.
I'm sure you didn't do any
a lot of research on how to do this.
They're just not used to that. They could have handled that.
The sergeant had the guts to accept the mistake of his officers and also educated everyone inside. The auditor was allowed back inside, but he chose to conclude the audit and head home. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today we saw cases where untrained and lawless police officers were held accountable by their well-informed counterparts. It is refreshing to see justice prevail, and we hope the ranks of good cops continue to grow. If you agree with me, please show your support by liking this video, and don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on similar cases in the future. Also, if you enjoyed this video, watch the moments where these cocky cops messed with the wrong people.
I will be filing an internal affairs complaint against you. Not that your corrupt internal affairs will do anything about it. It's a thick blue line. I used to be part of it. I understand it.